Smit Toshniwal of
and
India
Madhavan,
would be facing Unnati Hooda. That is the women's singles finals. Smit Toshniwal, quite experienced, very promising. At the same time, Unnati Hooda is nowhere behind. She is also very promising and full of energy and full of hopes. A lot of hopes are pinned onto their shoulders. Unnati Hooda is the girl from Rohtak. She had done wonders in under 15 earlier, in under 17 and under 19 also. And coming up to this level, that is Unnati Hooda had beaten Malvika Bansod. Malvika Bansod there. Smit Toshniwal on the left side and on the right side, Unnati Hooda. She can give a tough fight. Smit Toshniwal, has been watching her games. She is a very, very cool player. Smit Toshniwal had beaten Asmita Chaliha in the earlier match. That was the semi-final number 1. Similarly, Unnati Hooda had beaten the Indian compatriot Malvika Bansod, who comes from the Indian state of Maharashtra, had beaten them. So that is the way they are now pitted against each other in the showdown, final showdown for the medals. This is the gold medal match between the Smit Toshniwal and Unnati Hooda.
And on my left, Unnati Hooda, India. Smita Toshniwal to serve. Love all.
Smit Toshniwal,
Play.
after winning the toss, has to serve Unnati Hooda. Playing a short shot.
One love.
Opening the count, that is Smit Toshniwal in the first game. Away. So that is the way Smit Toshniwal has pocketed.
Love.
2 points now. Staying quite poised and cool. That is what is most essential in a match. Was about to trip. There was some amount of hurriedness
Love.
there on the part of Unnati Hooda. Footwork is very important. Once again, Unnati Hooda to take on to Smit Toshniwal.
4 love.
4 consecutive points. This is definitely a good beginning on the part of Smit Toshniwal.
Service over. 1-4. Service over. 5-1.
If we look at the progress on the scoreboard, Smit Toshniwal is positioned in a comfortable way. 1 more point
6-1.
to Toshniwal. Toshniwal is at best trying to make her opponent move quickly to the left side and right side by putting the shots in the different ways.
Service over.
It looked as if
2-6.
Toshniwal was not very keen to take on that particular shot. So She had to concede this point. Third serve. Just playing triumphant there. And
3,
moving
6.
slowly and steadily. As he was not able to put it in a backhand shot, that was Toshniwal. The footwork that we had is not here at the moment. Maybe he's the for the that were ahead in the games.
4, 6.
Toshniwal was
Service
mostly
over.
banking on the
7,
skills and
4.
tactics. Was trying her best to move Unnati Hooda to different positions in the court so that she would have a little bit of discomfort in returning. And that plan definitely yielded there.
8, 4.
Oh, there was a
9,
punching shot, but
4.
this is the way it landed, way out of the lines. Comfortably placed now, Toshniwal. A
Service
little
over.
bit of
5, 9.
wrong calculation on the part of Smit Toshniwal. Both the players, they seem not to be in a hurry to gain points after the points. Just depending on different angle placings. That was out.
6, 9.
This is the way it happened in the slow motion.
Play.
Hooda again to serve. Smit Toshniwal.
Seven, 9. Give it check.
That is Hooda, the girl from Rohtak in the state of Haryana, the state that has produced the highest number of sportspersons in the country in variety of sports. A short service. Oh, the reach was very short
Service
and
over.
she was not able
10,
to
7.
make a proper return. This is the way that happened, and Toshniwal knew that that is the way the opponent would falter there and fail ultimately. There's the gold medal match that is going on in the final day of Odisha Open 22.
11,
Being played at
7.
Jawahar Nehru
interval.
Indoor Stadium at Cuttack in the state of Odisha. Toshniwal. Now, Toshniwal, if we look at the previous match that she played yesterday, she is not very calculative enough this time. And she plays it as if she has come for a practice match. That is the way the match temperament, the killing spirit. They are not there today. Maybe she is saving up all these things to come up with the final showdown
20
when they move up
seconds.
in the games at a later stage.
20
That is
seconds.
Toshniwal taking final tips, last moment tips from her coach. That was Hooda.
Quite a clinical display there in the first half of the game by Smit Toshniwal. As you mentioned, yes, she lacked a bit of clarity yesterday, but this time,
11,
today,
7,
she has been in the top draw.
play.
A lot of work to do for the 14-year-old Unnati Hooda. Won a
Service
gold
over.
medal in Khelo Haryana
8,
under 18,
11.
and she has a good connection with Bhubneshwar. She won the bronze medal in the mixed doubles in under 15 and 17 sub-junior nationals in 2019. So she knows how to win the big moments. Well, outside the baseline, it was lobbed
Service
up there,
over.
but good judgment
12, 8.
from Smit Toshniwal, who is leading 12-8. Fantastic from Hooda, just stamping her authority
Service over.
and dominance over Smit
9,
Toshniwal.
12.
Down the line smash. Just get a feeling that she believes in herself, even though she is 14-year-old. Smit is superior ranked. But then 418th ranked in the world for Hooda. Far
Service
too away
over.
there.
13,
Was there to be hit.
9.
And just wanting to go over the top of the net. Instead, she smashes the shuttlecock into the net. 39. Well, missed out again.
14,
Good
9.
placement from Smit Toshniwal. She's playing with Unnati's footwork there. Going back, trying to use the depth of the court. Smit is looking in ominous form. The slice is pretty important. Good return. Fantastic from Unnati
Service
Hooda.
over.
What a comeback.
10,
She was down
14.
with 2 points, but then again, that's the killer blow. Trailing by 4 points. The 14-year-old. She's got a wise head over her young shoulders. Back-to-back points. Some
11,
confidence and relief
14.
for Unnati Hooda. A lot of area to cover for Smit. Caught her off guard and on the wrong foot. These long rallies are very important for Hooda. Just to try buy some time. It was easy there.
12,
Well, did it hit the
14.
net? Cry of anguish there. Oh, may have hit the... Just before hit the shuttlecock. Another point for Unnati Hooda, just 2 points away. Trying to be slightly cheeky there, Smit. Both the players dominating the rally. Long volleys. She has the last laugh.
Service
Lot
over.
of
15,
time to
12.
hit that shot. She was back and didn't recover at all. She had no extension of her arms. And Smith was able to muster another point, 15-12.
Unnati on court. Immediately on court.
That is Toshniwal's forte, making the opponent run to the different corners in the court.
Play.
And she plays a very easy game. That is the way we can see, mostly depending on the skills, while Hooda is mostly dependent on her ability to reach for the shots.
Fault.
Oh, that was a wonderful placing.
Service over.
And Smith was
13,
not able to pick it up,
15.
even though she was within the reach she could have, but she was caught on the wrong foot. As footwork is very important, and the footwork has to be very calculated, because that adds to the finish of a shot. Good rally that was, and
14, 15.
thus allowing the
Play.
opponent Hooda to take on now. Hooda to take on Toshniwal.
Service over. 16, 14.
Smit Toshniwal, currently ranked 265. She has definitely some better judgments in the game. Staying poised there. Playing to the collapse to nature disposition there. Oh, she tried to place it in that way to put
15,
a greater
16.
amount of discomfort on Hooda, but that didn't happen in that way.
Play.
It was not a proper finish that she had, for which it straight landed on the nets. The same thing she tried and the same action, and this
Service
time she was
over.
successful in pocketing
17,
that point.
15.
That was Smit Toshniwal. She has peculiar ways of putting the opponents into the discomfort and thereby eyeing on a point to be won. Away that was.
Service over. 16, 17.
Both the players, they don't seem to have that stinging attitude to the match. The score doesn't look very promising at the moment.
17, all.
At 17 all, Hooda is fitted against Toshniwal. Hooda wins one more point this
18,
time.
17.
There was some amount of excitement and expectations about it was a wrong judgment, and Toshniwal thought that it would land way outside, but that didn't happen. At least in the gold medal match, there was some amount of excitement that there would be certain fireworks from Toshniwal, but
Service
nothing
over.
as such had happened.
18, all.
Both standing at equal footing, 18 all, Toshniwal to Hooda.
Service over 19-18.
That is the way it happened in the slow motion.
Play.
Just 2 points away from the first game, that is Hooda. No, that was not the way
20.
things would have
Game
happened
point
that way.
18.
If Toshniwal is not very careful this time, then the game would be Hooda's. That's Hooda playing with a greater amount of inspiration.
Game.
Oh, that is the
First game won by Unnati Hooda, 21-18.
that is the end of the first game, and Hooda was able to prove her mettle. And Toshniwal's game strategy didn't pay her well this time. Of course, she can make a tremendous recovery in the second game because she is more experienced than Unnati Hooda. That is Hooda, and definitely her coach is a happy-looking man now, obviously expecting a lot more things to happen in the next game, and if that happens in that way, then the gold medal would be hers. And this is Toshniwal. So this is the match between Smit Toshniwal and Unnati Hooda for the gold medal. And Unnati Hooda, the girl from Cuttack in Haryana, and this is Toshniwal. Both are experienced, and younger among them is Unnati Hooda. Let's see what happens this time in the second game. If Toshniwal is not able enough, then she will have to concede the match. But Hooda looks to be very promising. She has this stinging attack this time now. Looking poised and confident.
20 seconds.
That is
20
Hooda
seconds.
and Toshniwal for the second game of the gold medal match. On the final day of Odisha Open 2022 here at Jawahar Nehru Indoor Stadium at Cuttack in Odisha.
Second game. Love all. Play.
पहला गेम उन्नति हुड्डा के नाम रह चुका है और
One,
दूसरे गेम
love.
में भी ये अच्छी शुरुआत यहाँ पर उन्नति हुड्डा का।
Fault.
और इस बार स्मित तोष्णीवाल
Service
बहुत ही
over.
शानदार अंदाज में शटल को
One
प्लेस करती
all.
हुई वहां तक नहीं पहुंच पाई उन्नति हुड्डा, और वो भी अपना खाता खोलते हुए इस गेम में, ये दूसरा गेम है, पहला गेम 21-18 से उन्नति हुड्डा के नाम रह चुका है। महिला सिंगल्स का ये फाइनल मुकाबला ओडिशा ओपन 2022 में। ये अंदर
2-1.
इसके साथ ही ये पॉइंट स्मित तोष्णीवाल को, आप देखिए एक्शन रिप्ले में किस तरीके से अंतिम समय पर शटल को प्लेस किया और शायद जजमेंट में थोड़ी बहुत गलती उन्नति हुड्डा के द्वारा, जिस वजह से स्मित तोष्णीवाल को वो पॉइंट मिला और इस समय वो 2-1 से आगे चल रही हैं। इस बार रिटर्न में गलती, बैक हैंड रिटर्न नेट पर गई शटल और उन्नति हुड्डा को पॉइंट मिल गया है। पुरुष सिंगल्स इसके बाद उसका फाइनल मुकाबला खेला जाएगा, वो भी एक ऑल इंडियन बैटल रहेगा। इससे पहले हम मिश्रित युगल वर्ग का फाइनल देख चुके हैं जहां पर श्रीलंकाई जोड़ी ने भारतीय जोड़ी को हराया था, लेकिन यहां पर महिला सिंगल्स के इस फाइनल मुकाबले में दो भारतीय शटलर एक दूसरे के खिलाफ जद्दोजहद करती हुई। यहां पर तोष्णीवाल एक अंक गंवाया है,
3-2.
पॉइंट मिल गया है उन्नति हुड्डा को, अब 3-2 से आगे इस मुकाबले में। ओडिशा ओपन 2022 में कल जो सेमीफाइनल मुकाबले खेले गए थे वहां स्मित तोष्णीवाल ने अश्मिता चालिहा को हराया था, वहीं उन्नति हुड्डा ने मालविका बंसोद को हराया था और उन्नति हुड्डा उस मुकाबले को आसानी से 2 गेम में जीते थे। हालांकि दोनों गेम काफ़ी बराबरी का संघर्ष रहा, लेकिन तीसरे गेम तक धकेल नहीं पाए थे मालविका बंसोद। लेकिन यहाँ पर इस मुकाबले में पहला गेम को उन्नति हुड्डा ने जीत लिया था, दूसरे गेम में अब 2 अंकों से आगे चल रही हैं।
The second game has added momentum to the excitement of people those who are watching there. And both this is how it happened in the slow motion. Still, Hooda is way ahead after pocketing the first game. Both the players, they're fast on their heels in the second game.
6-2.
The progress that Hooda is making, it could spell definitely some amount of worry on the part of Toshniwal. At 6-2, Hooda to Toshniwal. Now they reach towards Sauter, that is why the shuttle was on the nets. The magic that we saw in the previous match of Smit Toshniwal when she was playing Asmita Chaliha, she was very, very agile and she was very fast on the heels. And that magic we don't find this morning when Smit Toshniwal is playing Unnati Hooda.
Play.
Conceding one more point to the pocket of Hooda. Hooda at 9, 8-2.
Service over.
Let's see
3-8.
with this service at 3-8 if Smit Toshniwal is able to make a recovery in this game. Otherwise, her attempts have gone futile and she has not been able to get as many points as she had been hoping. And it was a wonderful piece of action from Hooda, and
Service over.
Smit made
9-3.
great many mistakes not to send it back to the court of Hooda. Oh, the same thing. History repeats itself.
10.
And knowing the big point of Toshniwal, that is the way Unnati Hooda exploited. That is the same thing it happened. The stretch and the reach that we had been finding in Hooda, that is not there in case of Toshniwal, at least on this morning.
11-3.
11-3. Quite confidently, Hooda is moving up, and coach for Toshniwal doesn't seem to be very much satisfied with the way she is performing on the court this time. And if she is calculated more of enough, then there could be a setback. However, Hooda's coach is
20
definitely
seconds.
a happy man
20
on the court,
seconds.
and he has every reason to think that the gold medal would be in the pocket of Hooda. At a very promising score of 11 to 3, that is
3.
Hooda to serve Toshniwal.
Play.
But the magic and the fireworks that we expected to unfold on the match today in
12,
this
3.
women's singles finals, I'm sorry to say that is not there this morning. However, nothing can be predicted at the moment.
Service over. 4-12.
Now at 4 to 12, Toshniwal is definitely has the disadvantage.
Service over. 13-4.
And at 13-4, Hooda has an advantage over Toshniwal. Mostly depending on the skills of placing to the corners. That is the way Toshniwal is playing. Now that was not the way. Some amount of fatigue is
14-4.
definitely visible on Smit Toshniwal. That is Hooda, looking quite poised and confident. Oh, again a beautiful placing, and it bit Smit Toshniwal in such a way that
15-4.
even though it was within her reach, she found it a little bit difficult to reach for this return. Maybe she had some discomfort this morning. That is why in lot many cases we find her just leaving out the shots, not attempting properly and not coming to with the proper finishing.
16-4.
The same thing happened also this time at 16-4. It's a very formidable score, and Smit Toshniwal would find it very difficult to make a recovery. And it looks as if she is giving away the game and the match to Unnati Hooda.
Seventeen 4.
17-4, just 4 points away. And Toshniwal will have a very formidable time, a difficult time to come up to the level of Hooda. 4 looks very, very meager in front of 17.
Service over. 5-17.
Fatigue is definitely visible. At 5-17.
6-17.
Indeed, it was a good rally. However, this time the luck was on the side of Toshniwal, just adding 1 more point.
7-17.
3 consecutive points that Toshniwal has picked up this time. We'll have to wait and watch if she is able to make a recovery. At 7-17, still a formidable score. Oh, the reach was not there on the part of Hooda.
17.
The 4th consecutive point, 'point, 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 '
9-17.
The fifth consecutive point, rising from 4 to 9. Judgment was proper,
10,
and
17.
Toshniwal was able to pick up another point at 10 to 17. Still the gap looks formidable. Not
Service
looking very
over.
satisfied,
18.
because the
10.
way that she was expecting to move up and up, that was not there. And Hooda staying poised and confident at 18, just 3 points away from the match.
जी हाँ, कहीं ना कहीं एक अच्छी वापसी देखने को मिली तोशनीवाल से, लेकिन अभी भी वो काफ़ी दूर है। अभी भी 7 अंक पीछे इस दूसरे गेम में। उन्नति हुड्डा पहले गेम में अच्छा प्रदर्शन करती हुई जीती ज़रूर, और उसके बाद दूसरे गेम में अभी तक खासा एक तरफा रहा है ये मुकाबला। देखिए फिनिश, देखिए रॉन्ग फुटेड हो गई थी तोशनीवाल, और बेहतरीन तरीके से अपना 19वां अंक हासिल करती हुई यहाँ पर उन्नति हुड्डा छलांग लगाते हुए डाउन द लाइन स्मैश। शायद क्रॉस कोर्ट एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे थे तोशनीवाल, इसलिए रॉन्ग फुटेड हो गए, लेकिन उनका पूर्वानुमान सही नहीं और अंक उन्नति हुड्डा के पक्ष में। अच्छी चालाकी दिखाती हुई, और इस बार अच्छी तरह से लिफ्ट किया वहां पर तोशनीवाल ने। ये रैली लंबी चल रही थी, लेकिन एक अंक और इसके
20,
साथ ही मैच पॉइंट और
point,
चैंपियनशिप पॉइंट पर
11।
पहुंचे हैं उन्नति हुड्डा। पहला गेम 21-18 से जीत चुकी थी, अब दूसरे गेम में 20-11 से आगे चल रही हैं, और यहाँ पर 9 मैच पॉइंट बचाने होंगे, और यहाँ पर बाहर मार बैठी। इसके साथ ही उन्नति हुड्डा इस फाइनल को जीतते हुए, ये चैंपियनशिप को जीतते हुए, ओडिशा ओपन 2022 में महिलाओं के सिंगल्स
won by
मुकाबले में टाइटल को
उन्नति
जीतती
हुड्डा।
हुई उन्नति हुड्डा
21-18,
रोहतक हरियाणा से शानदार प्रदर्शन।
21-11।
पहले गेम को 21-18, दूसरे गेम को 21-11 से जीतती हुई स्मित तोशनीवाल को हराया इस ऑल इंडियन फाइनल में।
Hooda is definitely a satisfied person at the moment, winning in straight sets, 21-18 and 21-11. That is the way she was able to beat Smit Toshniwal. Smit Toshniwal was expected to bring certain amount of fireworks to her action, and that didn't happen. They're showing the victory sign. That was Unnati Hooda, the girl from Rohtak. The girl from Rohtak in the state of Haryana that has produced a great number of sport persons in variety of sports. Able to repeat the feat. This is the way the match began.
May I request the players to proceed to Jawahar?
And definitely right from the beginning, Unnati Hooda was able to exert some amount of pressure on Smit Toshniwal.
Silver medalist Smit Toshniwal, India.
This is how the points were
Gold
won
medalist
by both the players.
Unnati Hooda, India. On behalf of Shri Prateek Singh, IPS,
Oh,
DCP,
this is the presentation
Cuttack,
ceremony.
Shri
Hooda
Ajay Kumar
staying poised at number 1
Singhania,
position with the gold medal.
Honorary General Secretary, Badminton Association of India,
And that is Toshniwal,
Odisha Open
a
2022.
little crestfallen.
May I request
Officials of
the silver
Badminton
medalist
Association of
to claim
Odisha
the
and
silver
also
medal,
Badminton Association of
stall,
India.
memento, and mock check.
And the presentation ceremony is very different
May I
from the
request
presentation ceremony that we
The
had
gold
been seeing
medalist to
earlier
claim the gold
in
medal,
the past.
stall,
Following all the COVID
memento,
protocol,
and mock
they have
check.
to learn themselves. They have to felicitate themselves. And the piece of stall that the players, they are covering on themselves. They are a highlighted textile from Odisha. This is the champion. This is the champion gold medalist, Unnati Hooda.
May I request
holding
all
on
the
the flag
dignitaries
of
to
Cuttack
join the
wheel.
winners for a group
The
photograph.
symbol of progress, the symbol of peace. An incredible insignia from the temple at Cuttack. That is Toshniwal. So this is the end of the singles finals with the presentation ceremony. Toshniwal had to be satisfied with the silver medal, while the gold went to the bag of Unnati Hooda.
May I request the winners for a group photograph. Winners.
And this is going to be followed with one of the matches that will be full of fireworks as we expect. That will be the main singles finals. Pocketing a prize money of 5,625 US dollars. That is Hooda. That is Hooda, and on her right, onto her right is Toshniwal. Of course, he holds better promises for the next time. That is Toshniwal, who had to be content with the silver medal.
Thank you.
So that was the run of women's singles finals.